Karoline Leavitt has changed the way she looks this week. I think that's probably the best way to put it. And it's not a coincidence either. You see, after a press briefing on Monday, for the rest of the week, Karoline Leavitt showed up to that podium missing a very important piece of her wardrobe. It was her big, giant cross necklace that she, of course, claims she wears because she's such a big old Christian that, you got to remind everybody with the big, giant cross necklace that I'm a Christian. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm a Christian. The reason for this change for her was because on Monday evening, on The Daily Show, Jon Stewart absolutely humiliated Karoline Leavitt, saying this: I think that the more she lies, the bigger her cross gets. Is that possible? It's like some sort of weird Pinocchio cross. And then he goes on to say that she is likely to be the only one able to leave the administration unscathed because I don't think that she has any principles in there left to die. He says he's not even upset with this lady because just rolling with the punches is clearly the only strategy for happiness when you're working for Trump. Trump's very open secret has always been he doesn't believe in or care about any policy issue at all. He wants attention, he wants his ego stroked, and he wants money. All things, by the way, that are very un-Christian, Karoline Leavitt, and yet you would go out there every single day defending him with that big giant cross around your neck. To the point where even other online commentators had obviously been mocking you for months, online content creators putting out spoof videos of just gigantic crosses hanging from their necks, all to mock her. But none of that got to her until Jon Stewart called her out. Because the very next day, that cross was gone. Now, here's the thing. In an interview with the Christian Broadcast Network earlier this year, Leavitt said, quote, "My faith is incredibly important to me. I would argue now more than ever, being in a role that is very demanding and at times controversial, and there's a lot of public pressure and discussion online about who you are and your family. It could be difficult for someone who doesn't have faith, but with faith, all things are possible." Including marrying a multimillionaire more than twice your age. That's definitely possible. I don't know how your faith played into that, but I think that's something that bears repeating pretty much anytime we talk about Karoline Leavitt. She's 27, married to a man who, again, is more than twice her age, but he's also a multimillionaire. So, I don't want to quote that singer because he's so insane now, but I think we all know, and we're all thinking the exact same thing here. Digging for gold is not exactly a very Christian value, now is it, Karoline? But neither is showing up at that podium every day and violating the first commandment. For those of you not familiar, the first commandment is, I am the Lord thy God, you shall have no other God above me. And yet every day she goes out there and basically says that Trump is the greatest thing that's ever happened to the planet Earth, which is idolatry, which of course is against the First Amendment. And then she goes on and violates thou shalt not bear false witness as she lies her face off every day. So maybe she ditched the cross not because Jon Stewart mocked her. Maybe it was just burning her too much every time she opened her mouth to lie for the man that she clearly has put above God. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.